Hey everybody, Tony here doing some movies. I am sorry it is storming like crazy outside. I mean, you're liable to hear thunder, who knows what. The house might lift up and set back down. I mean, it's bad out there. Wasn't doing anything when I was getting ready to get started. I thought it was a little brief lapse, but anyway, 3 movies. These are random movies from my third movie shelf. I have a lot of movies. So the first one is a movie I love. I have watched so many times. The Green Mile. It's got Tom Hanks in it. Great movie. He is a prison guard. He's actually like the captain of the prison guards. And he really does care. He's got a good heart. So he tries to make friends with the inmates he gets. Well, Mr. Coffee, and I'm drawing a blank at the moment. Let's see if I can see who plays him. I wish I could read that. My eyes aren't good enough to see it. But he's innocent. He was sent to death row for a couple of murders he didn't do. Sorry, spoiler. Great story, very touching. Sadly, I'm pretty sure that this actor passed away a few years ago, and he was good in everything I ever saw him in. So, Green Mile, it is, of course, a Stephen King story. I have read the book, seen the movie, so I'm not going to sit here and say, movie, book better. Definitely worth checking out. The second one is a Stanley Kubrick film. It is The Shining. Now, this was also loosely based on a Stephen King book. And I'm sorry if you can hear that. There's like a waterfall coming off the house outside. But this was Stephen King book. I've read it. I think Amy's read it. They did differ in some ways in there.
I've read part of it.
Part of it. I mean, one thing that I honestly don't care about that much, but a friend of mine, it always made him mad, is that Johnny used an axe in that one scene when it was supposed to be a croquet mallet. I don't know what the difference was, but he's one of those sticklers. Anyway, the Overlook Hotel, and it actually is a real haunted hotel. This guy's, Johnny, he's a caretaker, so he's staying in the hotel during the off season through the winter to make sure, everything is kept up, the roof doesn't cave in, stuff like that. Well, the hotel is haunted. There's a lot of negative, evil energy floating around in there. So the son turns out to be, I don't know if you'd say like a medium, but he's definitely kind of like a lightning rod for such things. So
he's got the shining.
He's got the shining. Or if you remember the Simpsons version, he has the shinning. Good episode, check it out.
Yes, it was.
Little bonus there. So anyway, this is the story of the 3. Great movie. Definitely check it out.
Has Jack Nicholson in it?
Has Jack Nicholson in it.
I think he
Jack.
did an amazing job. Stephen King hated him.
Well, because it varied from his book. I mean, and Jack Nicholson ad-libbed in there. Here's Johnny.
I know, but I love that.
Yeah, he made that up. And I mean, it is an iconic line.
Mm-hmm.
But wasn't in the book. Second movie is also...
That's your third movie.
Or, sorry, that was the second movie. Third movie is a movie that Amy's not very fond of. It, again, is a Stanley Kubrick film. 2001, A Space Odyssey. So, something interesting about this is they actually used science in this movie. It's one thing that, a lot of, geeks and nerds kind of like me really appreciates. When they're using a computer, they're not just sit there and banging. They're actually typing stuff out. They're putting in code. You see Shoot, what was it? They used DOS in there in one point, and I know a lot of you will have no idea what that is. But my God, I grew up with it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I keep clearing my throat.
Anyway, basically, technology kind of goes a little awry. You have Hal, the ship's computer, kind of develops a mind of its own. There's a lot of different interpretations for this movie, but definitely check it out. See if I can show you a little bit of the back there.
Was this a book before it was a movie?
Yes.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
Yeah. Pretty sure that's who it was. I wish I could see enough to read this. But great story. It can be kind of confusing. A lot of people kind of argue about what happened in the end, what it means. There is a second part, 2010.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Which is, in my opinion, a pretty good movie. But we're just going to stick with this one now. Who knows? That may be one I randomly grab off the, what am I? I'll be down to the 4th shelf on the next time. So definitely 3 I think you should check out. Just a good, in my opinion, heartwarming movie. Again, The Shining, not to be confused with The Shining. Great movie. Honestly, this day and time, I wouldn't consider it a horror film. But I wouldn't, personally.
I was like, what about when the elevators open up?
The elevator opens
and the
up
bathroom
with the
scene.
blood.
And those 2 twins.
The bathroom scene is the only weird thing. I actually have the twins' autographs. I should have brought that in here to show, and I never even thought about it. But yeah, I do actually have the 2 twin girls in here that wants... boy, what's his name? Danny. That want Danny to come and play with them. Yeah, I forgot all about that. But... and I think this is the 2-disc one. Yep. I don't know if you're like me, you buy a lot of these special things with the extra disc and never watch the extra disc.
I gotta have the special edition.
I mean, you gotta have the special edition.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
So, like I said, I think this one's a special edition too. Yeah. Even more Hal. So, definitely 3 I suggest you check out. Let me know if you watched any of these 3. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you know some similar movies like them? I mean, tell me what you like. Tell me what your favorites are. Chances are I probably know it. I may even own it. I have a lot of movies.
Out of those 3, The Shining is my favorite.
It is good. All right, so Amy, anything to share?
No.
All right, as always, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that bell.
So you know when Amy puts up another video, and I hope everybody has a great day.